I become very self-aware.
We're live.
We're live. What's the opposite of being like before you go live? What are you? Like,
Pre-live.
Pre-live. With that.
Waiting to go live.
I know who is that here? The audience. It's like it doesn't exist.
I don't think. Well, an audience is helpful.
Yeah. The audience of
it's like pulling in like all the soccer fans in Europe.
Yeah, you won't if you call them soccer fans.
Everybody who watches your skiing and snow report.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
No, I mean, where are all those people? Like, did you bring them along with you?
They're asleep, probably, and have other things to do in their lives. I guess the choice between watching this and being asleep is probably an easy choice for many.
Oh yeah, you watch this.
That's it, and it will make sure that you are asleep by the time you get before the end.
That's a good look for you.
Wow, that wasn't a great day, was it, for the Rasses? Yeah.
It's
a good thing this is actually going out live.
That was right after his 15th colonoscopy.
I thought I didn't say I didn't want that mentioned. That was the all that those injuries.
At least we only shared that photo from that day.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I see that Leo must have opened up like 15 tabs, and all of them were opening the show in different destinations because we're getting more people than we ever have here.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
11. I'm showing 11. No comments. People don't know what to say. Look, he's from Britain. That looks like a colonoscopy picture too.
Oh man,
he's from Britain, so the humor's going to be a little different, folks.
Yeah. It'll all be reciprocal, won't it?
Also, you guys will notice he's joining us live from his job as a call center worker.
Right. Yeah. Well, I didn't want the microphone in my face today. I thought I'd go clean as such.
Chad, are you sure the audience can hear us?
I have no idea.
Audience, if you can hear us, shout out to Stephen Kaplan. If you can hear us, please put something in the comments.
You probably would have said something like, "Hey, I can't hear you." You know.
It absolutely. You never know about technical issues.
Hi, Laura. Can you hear us? Laura's good at telling us. Well, I can't hear us. I don't hear any music.
You don't hear the music?
No, I hear nothing.
Man.
So Laura can hear us. Yeah, but she can't hear the music. Hey, ready? Yeah. Sorry about
like a sneak
peek. So we are here with the great Chad, and Leo thinks that he's live too. Okay, Laura can hear the music. Awesome, yay! Chad, how are you doing?
Outstanding, flipping standing. You?
I'm flipping all right. Yeah. I'm excited about today's show though because we haven't had one for quite a while, and I missed it. I missed you, and I missed a wonderful audience. And
you didn't miss squat.
That was me trying to be diplomatic and friendly. That's all. That's it, guys. Okay. So, what are we doing today?
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of watching our guest on the side camera here, and I think he fell asleep. So I'm not sure. It could be an interesting show.
This would. We need to. If we can always just page Tim Sohn and get it up and running again. Okay, so it's at the first. Yeah, you guys can't hear Leo in the background, but he's babbling on and on about Tim Sohn. So we'll let him do that while we are getting ready here. So today we have we have a great guest that nobody in the community really. Well, I think he's not like Should we call him like Our previous guests have had lots of dare I say influence friends. Have been known within certain circles. Let's say that.
Right.
Today we're bringing in someone from a new circle.
Oh.
So it'll be interesting. Yeah.
Is it a circle?
Well, in this show, we don't believe in circles. So we should say oddly shaped oddly shaped whatever.
You're
so
so good at this. You should go pro.
I love how you just let me go on and on and on, and I'm just save me, Chad, and you're just
This
like,
is your
I'll
moment.
just
This
sit
is
here.
like Leno's monologue. I'm the sidekick.
We get everybody gets their 15 hours of boredom on Subpellucid. That's how we roll. Okay, so
yeah, so let's just move on because
please.
Hey. So our guest today is the one and only. Guys, I can't tell you how many people have emailed us and asked if we could bring this guy on. Okay, because I don't know if you watch his ski report snow show. Honestly, I don't even know what it's about, but he has a show. But I have to put a disclaimer. He doesn't look anything like this. Not even close. And please, when you see him come on and you realize he's wearing a helmet, keep the comments to yourself. Here's a quick look at some of his videography work. He's really good with the camera, as you notice. Balance, not so much.
I was going to say, you can ski and shoot at the same time. That's great. And we've got our wonderful guest.
That's indoors snowboarding for you.
Indoor snowboarding.
Yeah, we're called in the UK. It's called fridge kids because we don't have outdoor snow skiing and snowboarding.
So, can you repeat what that's called? Fridge.
They call them fridge kids.
Fridge kids.
Fridge kids.
Yeah.
Makes sense. My mom wouldn't even let me, throw a ball inside the house. You guys snowboard inside.
My uncle married one.
Snowboard inside.
And how? So nowhere in Great Britain can you snowboard?
In Scotland, but that's another story. We don't want to go there.
Wow.
Don't.
I would think it'd be cold with those kilts.
I think it is very cold with the kilts. That's the whole point.
Yeah. You don't want to do any flips.
And that changes the definition of snowballs as well.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Feel a little
Yeah, you do.
Did you know, Leo, mentioning the Scots, that I am a proud Wallace, and my brother wears the he plays the bagpipe. My other wears the kilt. We are
together. They are complete Scot.
They are complete Scot. Well, we're between all
the
of
things,
us.
The things that I learn about you, Daniel. The things I learn.
Yeah. And what do you do, Daniel? What's your contribution? Exactly.
I talk about There you go.
Oh man. Let's just move into this bit and do the thing where Daniel will tell you what it's called in a second. You getting to know all about you. That was like half of a Ziploc bag of ice that he put in there. Like, is that all you got? Half a Ziploc bag?
That's what you need to do when you do the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Great. And I can't figure out which one's Daniel.
well, I can tell you,
There you
I
go.
didn't have. I
It's in Hebrew. It's in the Hebrew. It's back to front.
like,
Is that pronounced Linad or Lenad? Lenad?
It's Daniel in Hebrew. Can't you tell?
Gotcha.
It's just Chad. It's just you and Daniel today.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
that's like my worst dream come true.
between two Daniels. That would be
Between
the,
two Daniels, what can you say?
My life on Subpellucid.
the
Sad
Daniel
story by
sandwich.
Chad.
There you go.
Well, I love the fact that you that you're keeping that you kept the price tag on your.
I'm hoping to
your
return
winners.
it.
Exactly.
I'm hoping to return
yeah.
it. One use only.
Cheap.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially-
I can't think I'm ever going to wear this again.
Especially if
good
you
on
got
you,
one
actually,
for
yeah.
every color you've ever had. I mean, that's an investment.
Yeah, that's it. It changes color.
Well, you got to keep up with the times. You know, it's.
You do.
It'd have been
It's,
cheaper to just get like a gray one and then use some like LED lights, that change color on the
I'm
hair.
fully branded. You can see it's all here.
I could do. Well, the original reason why I switched from green was because the green I couldn't do green screens because it would just change my my hair
You'd
color
look like
would go
you.
with the green screen. So
Yeah, absolutely.
so that you can definitely do that thing. You just you dye your hair with a certain color and then just key it out and pick whatever color of the week you want.
No,
You could.
no, it doesn't work. And this is going in my eyes.
Okay.
There you go.
It doesn't work.
How do you deal with it, Daniel? When it's going in your eyes?
I like that he's got matching glasses. That's pretty impressive. honestly.
That's it.
I need to get the.
You're going to do it properly.
I
This is
should have
awesome.
pulled out my black glasses. That would have. Yeah.
So,
Your black
the only
white?
thing is, I'm getting reflection
blue
off
glasses.
the screens. So, anyway.
I like it. It's like the show goes on forever and ever, which is how it feels.
Which is how it feels. Yeah, we're losing audience here by the second. So for those who don't know Leo, let's Leo, why don't you tell people, give us like a 2-sentence description of who you are.
So I am the founder of a digital sports agency. I thought that comes later in the show, but also I'm involved in WordPress and lots of other things. Tons
Yeah.
of things.
That sums it up.
That'll do. I do lots of live streaming. And
But,
with this look, I stay behind the camera normally.
Right.
Right. And that's
Unfortunately, Daniel was the only one who volunteered to do the show with me. So
Yeah. So there's 2 Daniels today.
to Daniel today. Well, that's how we met for the live streaming, and it was a lot of fun. So we became friends from there, and then Chad kind of took over and said, "No, I want to be Leo's friend." So it just it became.
I
so
think
that's,
we met the first time, Daniel, you were doing a tech show and you needed help with the tech.
yeah, you were doing the tech show. Yeah,
that
When
was
I
the
reached out
diplomatic,
to Leo.
the
'cause I was
diplomatic way of saying, Daniel, you needed some help with your tech.
Yeah, that was right.
Can you come on my show about tech and fix mine at the same time?
It's my tech. That's it.
Which Leo did. He did. So whatever this crisp, clear audio you're hearing from me today is Leo's handiwork.
Exactly. Mine
so
is
that
the
was-
fan. That's incredibly loud.
That's it. Well,
Oh man!
Oh.
Oh man! Yeah. So let's see. We have a few
Anyway.
questions for Leo, and this is the
yeah, great.
So let's get to know you. So we had
Lynette.
No. yeah. So I think we kind of answered the first question of how the heck did you end up getting up on the show? Yeah. But Chad, you had a question. I see here in
I've got so many questions. So I ask myself questions every
And
time.
I realised I've also got the bit that the wig sort of comes in. So it's
like you just got off work at the cafeteria.
Nice touch there. Yeah.
it's all,
All right,
it's all fine.
So listen, a Jewish guy, a skier, and a soccer enthusiast all walk into a bar.
Right. Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's all of that is you. So how did that become? How did you become like the skiing guy? Especially if you live in a place you can't ski and snowboard outdoors. And then the soccer
So
component.
I'm a snowboarder, not a skier, but yeah. But yes, yeah. I don't know. How do you?
I mean, you grew up in a place where you can't snowboard outdoors. So how did it become a thing?
Yeah. Because you try things different, you know, including when you saw me. I was used to be involved in scouts, so I used to do loads of things outdoors. So I've always done outdoor things. They're different.
Okay. Are there things that are closer to where you live that you can do outdoors? How far do you have to go to snowboard?
To snowboard outdoors, you have to go to another country. So, so France is the closest, and everywhere. But I normally go to Bulgaria. So that's fine. 5 hours on the plane.
It's a 5-hour plane.
Sorry, 3 hours. 3.5 hours. Sorry, 3.5 hours on the plane.
Ooh,
so,
wow.
3.5.
It's not that far for you.
That's just a long way. That's a long way to go for a hobby. You know, my hobby has kind of been this show, and like I have to get off the couch and come into this other room, and then sometimes I'd
when you have electricity.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because if it's cold enough to snowboard here, we don't have power.
No.
So, Chad, how far away do you have to travel in order to ski or snowboard?
Colorado.
I don't know. I don't ski or snowboard.
But if you would, it would be
If I did, I don't know where the closest place to ski or snowboard is.
Colorado.
There you go.
I mean, New Mexico is closer than Colorado. And there's places to ski there. You've got. I'm closer to Tennessee and up in the mountains that way. So anyway, I don't know why you're asking me this.
Yeah, because you are in shock that
is it a hair?
I don't ski or snowboard because it's so far.
It just dawned on me that there's nothing like that in Texas either, and you're like dishing him for being for having no no skiing opportunities in England. I would say I don't know about the UK per se, whatever that means today. So Leo, we were wondering, we at some point we realized that you not only follow the show and watch it religiously, but you also actively participate every single week.
Yeah, me, Tim, and Nancy. That's it.
Now, Laura here and Stefan are quite often as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's We have rankings of who follows and who says what. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
There's like a private Facebook group or something.
Yeah, it's really private. It's like personal. It's like one. That's it.
And then at around 6:30, we get the Now Marketing Group folks. So I think Jessica makes them all watch it or something. There's no other explanation. And then there's.
I think this is appearing in those shows. So that it's like they're giving it out on the it's part of the courses, the training courses. It's like, so on marketing, this is how you do it. And if you want to see how you don't do it, here is the show.
That's why we created it.
That's it, exactly. It's a learning exercise. It's a learning exercise. It's there as that's it.
I don't know what I said, but Stephen Kaplan agreed with it, and I just want to make sure that the world knows.
Take a screenshot and frame it.
And Laura likes when I visit Colorado. So
Laura's got great color hair as well. So
yeah.
So how would you walk around like this all day long?
I don't know. I think Daniel's hair's changed since we started the show.
It has, and I had to keep changing lights to match.
So we come up with some questions before the show, and apparently between the time we did and I've come back, Daniel changed whatever I thought I was going to be asking you. So I saw the blank pieces of paper. So I've seen that's Daniel's script. All the blank spots are Daniel's script. Daniel apparently wants to know who your favorite Jewish character is of all time.
Who's my favourite Jewish character of the time? Well, at the moment, it's probably somebody from Schitt's Creek, because that's the best at the moment, I would say. So I think I'm really enjoying watching that again.
So, what do you think that show is actually about? Because I've heard all kinds of theories about that.
See, there's a problem with that. You're asking someone from the UK. We don't have these like alternate theories to everything. We just have like the truth. You know, we need coming up with a load of theories to every single problem to Americans.
That's fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So just,
wow.
You tell me, Daniel. Tell me what's your theories?
Well, I never really got the show.
Lie on the couch. I've got a couch here if you need it, Daniel. Just lie down. We're all listening.
My theory is just about. My theory is just that it's about how nasty rich people can learn to be nice, decent human beings when they are put in the right environment, in the right setup. That in the end, we're all humans.
Okay, so now you're going to give us a theory of what Lost was about. Because if you can tell us what actually ever happened,
Lost?
The world was
a money-making franchise with no plot whatsoever that just maximized the viewership by hooking people for the next episode, by hooking people to the next episode. That's it. That's all it ever was.
It was like Subpellucid, but they had money and viewers.
Yeah. His viewership did actually go up once. So ours is just dropping by. That's it.
So I had to ask you this. So every week you on our episode you post the color scheme, the hex code of my hair color, and I was wondering, what's your ultimate master plan by collecting all of these hex codes? Like, are you going to create some kind of collage?
Sometimes the answers are in front of you, Daniel. I had to sit there. I had to go out and choose a wig. And like, what color? And it's like, I had to try and work out what it possibly
could be. People at the wig place, well, here's all the hex codes. Do you have any of these?
Any of these?
No, I don't know. I think it's a passage of time, isn't it? It's just watching things change. That's what it is. That's the interesting part of it.
Yep.
I mean, it's only something I could do about you, Daniel. There's nothing like this I could do about Chad.
Yeah, because he wears the same freaking hat every single time.
I could do the light thing. Mine would change color under lights.
No, we'll see.
So, well, as riveting as this has been, we've gone from 11 to 500 viewers. And we want to see if we can keep that trend continuing. So
we've got a treat coming up.
Did we not give him enough time to change? Now you look sharp. I see Chad something.
Chad version 2.
Oh, that's a Hasidic hat you've got on top of the.
It is actually, isn't it? I wanted to get like a 10-gallon hat, but you just can't get them here. So 2 of those.
Wow.
10-gallon hat. You measure the hats by the gallon. I don't know.
Because I live in Texas. Is that what that is?
Because you live in Texas. Yeah. There you go.
I don't own a cowboy hat.
Am I not right? No, you don't actually.
I don't own a cowboy hat. I don't own boots.
No, I've lost my label. So there you go.
We'll give you a new one.
You're like
Guys, if you're here and you want to comment, give Leo a label.
Well, he's like the Jewish version of Chad. He's like the unironed shirt, the no tie.
Oh, I forgot something. Hold on, sorry, I forgot something. Does that look better?
Every
Is
single.
that better? There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Is that a toy? Is that an inflatable microphone?
It's authentic. It's authentic.
It's an authentic inflatable microphone?
It is. In fact, if I stick the sticker on there, then that'll look better.
It's like, well, I can say, I was like, it's got kind of a shiny little plastic look there. That's awesome. Wow.
There you go.
You know, you might be the first guest who actually invested money to be here.
I think
Stephen says he just came from the Subpellucid dive bar.
But yeah.
He got thrown out of it.
Yeah.
Laura doesn't live in Texas, but she has 3 pairs of cowgirl boots. So there you go.
Right.
now that I respect.
That you respect? Okay. That's
I
fair.
respect that. Yeah.
That's fair. So listen, Leo, this is a special little thing that was put together for you. There's a disclaimer. Anything that's about to happen until this segment switches to another segment, I had absolutely nothing to do with. And with that,
It sounds like he's got a lot to do with Daniel.
And so with that,
I just
I
show
turn
up.
it over to Daniel.
Chad pretends like we planned this whole thing, and I just show up, frankly.
We don't need karaoke. We do not need karaoke.
Well, this is sort of something we do. So this is a segment. I have no idea what a big beepy is, but this is beppy. What is a beppy? Beppy beep.
It's a big
beppy. Beppy. Okay, well that's a big
That
beppy.
is a slang Yiddish term for a big forehead.
Okay. Well, obviously you've been
It's
checking
a good
internet.
thing that somebody here knows, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we thought, we know that you're kind of big into like the Jewish side of things, and the
Not the word
working. Well, I don't know what language that is, but you do synagogue tech and all these cool stuff. So we think you're pretty smart, and you might be smart enough to decipher some of these great Yiddish proverbs that some of us have heard, some of us are going to be new to this, but you can debate them for years and years and years and still not quite figure them out, but think they're amazing. So we wanted to bring a few of them to you and see if you can help us decipher what they mean. Or just give us 2 or 3 opinions about them, because that's another thing you could do. So the nearer to the synagogue, the further from God.
I'd say that the bagel shop's not called God, isn't that close to the synagogue?
Okay, that's an interesting
what I
take
would
on it.
say. Yeah.
Okay, the further from okay, so the interesting. Okay. How about this one? No choice is an option.
I think that's when you either have to put on cream cheese and lox, as you call it, we call it smoked salmon, on your bagels. And if they just tell you no, you've got to have the one with it already on. That's your choice. There's no choice. You just get it.
I've never heard the word. Would you say lox?
Yeah, it's an American term for smoked salmon, I believe.
I've always heard smoked salmon.
But technically, they're not the same thing. So lox is
slightly different.
So lox is.
I love it. I love it when a sentence starts from Daniel. Technically, we're going somewhere that nobody's gone before.
We'll be back after this brief word from Daniel.
So any Jewish Scandinavian, like myself, would know that lox comes from grablax. Grablax means grave lox, which is salmon. So grab lox mean they would take the salmon, they would compress it, salt it, bury it underground for the winter, and let it cure. And
Four viewers now.
So basically, it's not smoked salmon; it's cured salmon. And most of the smoked salmon you buy is really it's fake. So the lox is not smoked salmon.
Daniel, no choice is an option.
There you go. That's it.
Sorry.
Yeah. How about this one? Love is like butter. It's good with bread.
So I say
magazines Daniel reads.
I'm just wondering. That sounds like it's a Passover thing that you should be saying last week. So it's like only the Jews on this call that can actually understand or even care. In fact, none of them care either. In fact, nobody cares. Life is like butter. It's good with bread. Interesting. But there are so many things that really make you want to. It's like butter. Yeah. I assume it's spread the love. I'm going to say spread the love.
Spread the love. Very nice. Chad, what would you think this means?
I would think that this means you were in charge of this entire segment.
I love the way you can see Chad's eyes roll. It's like, I'm passing this over. Just take this out of my show reel. This is out of my show reel. Don't ever tell me about this ever again.
Yeah. I marked my door overhead so that Daniel's stuff will just pass over me.
If triangles
Passover reference.
It had 3 sides. So a guy called Triangle has 3 sides.
I don't know where he found this stuff.
This is fantastic. I love this one. I've never heard it before.
Triangles had a god. Well, I suppose it means that Mr. Triangle is looking at a reflection.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe it explains.
I think it means that we all tend to somehow end up make God into our own image.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah. There you go. Which is
press the next button, please. Better thief for a neighbor than an overzealous rabbi.
You left the rest of that quote out. And better an overzealous rabbi than host the show with Daniel.
Now you're getting the spirit of it. You see?
Wow. There were a lot of things I was thinking were going to come up in this show today. It serves me right for looking like this, really, doesn't it?
Daniel had this thing. He thought, what if we brought race and religion into the show in as borderline offensive a way as we could? Do you think it would help?
Yeah, that works so well, doesn't it? No, don't know. Better a thief than a neighbor. Okay. Dishonesty, and I don't know. I give up. There's not one that okay, dishonesty next door. That's all. Come on.
I think you can't even understand what it's about, right? That's it.
I don't remember that in the film. Was that in the film?
What film are we talking about?
I think
3
Four
Weddings and a Funeral. Obviously,
yeah. Obviously, he's British.
Laura said
they were
borderline.
dancing at Rocky Horror. They were dancing at the wedding. So there you go. And there was a funeral straight afterwards.
Well, this would work nicely there. Yeah, it's pretty self-evident, isn't it? I mean, it's like a big deal. Like, why do you need to make a saying about this? It's like, sure, obvious, no. Oh, okay.
But you feel like you should include it in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, because stop discussing it like we do at Passover. It's like maybe it's better not to get married.
Stop. We do not have the time for 4 cups of wine and all of that tonight. I'm sorry. This is God. Stop. No.
Okay, let's do the next one.
This night is different from all other nights already.
Like, people are always like, "All right, I can't wait to be on the show," and then as soon as they're on the show, they're like, "I can't wait for it to be over."
blank. Oh, when God wants to punish an idiot, teaches them a few words of Hebrew. Yeah, that would make sense. I've never seen the proverb before, but that does make sense.
I cannot make heads or tails of it, but it does somehow ring true. So,
yeah, I think the point is to say that you need a few more words than a few.
The Schlemel lands on his back and bruises his nose. I wonder if Stefan Kaplan could decipher this one.
I don't even know what that word is.
I don't even think Stefan is watching this anymore. He's
given up.
Wandered away. I don't know. Even Tim's not here, so yeah, that's it. I don't know. Really.
What is the Schlemel?
It's the opposite of a Schlemiel. So, so a Schlemel is somebody who's accident prone. They're always knocking things over. This stuff. They're very clumsy in a certain way.
So like they can't do anything right. Is that what this is? Like they can't do anything right. They land on their back.
When are they coming on? When are they coming on the show?
Yeah, it's kind of like something like that. But a Schlemel is also somebody who doesn't dress properly. They don't iron their shirts. They're, the shirt is like a size too big and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it all comes together.
What, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? It's that problem. You know that echo you keep hearing, Chad, of things that you said 10 minutes ago and then Daniel repeats them 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I hear him in my sleep too.
Yeah, that's it.
Wake up screaming.
Oh man!
Oh, my foxes!
This is so cool. This is your backyard, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I've never needed this more than I've needed it today. Let's
never
play the intermission 2 or 3 times.
Just because we can.
Oh, Daniel.
Just because that would be the best part of the show.
It'd be something.
And it's got to be the worst button lift I think I've ever been on. I can still feel it a day later.
That hurt lots.
What's a butter lift?
What's a button lift?
Is that what you said? A butter lift?
Button.
Okay, what's a button?
A button lift is the lift that you. It has a button on the bottom, and you put it between your legs.
For those who are just joining us and missed the video, you might want to explain a little bit more.
I think it's a.
Okay, it's a long. I'll give you the full description. It's a long steel or long metal pole on the end of a rope with a large piece of round plastic disc. You put the plastic disc between your legs and you get pulled forward. What do you want? What more do you need to know? There is the description of what a button lift is.
It's for those who didn't pay the VIP ski lift ticket. So you grab onto it and it just pulls you, and you keep the skis on your feet, and you ski uphill with it because it's dragging you forward. You've never seen one of those. Well, you don't ski.
I've never skied ever.
Don't know. You don't know.
Ever?
Don't know.
Oh wow.
So
You've never watched Star Wars.
Nice cup. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Daniel, I think Daniel missed it. You need to take another sip. No, not of that one. So explain this hair. What is this? What is this hair in honor of?
Well, I think we've had Daniel and we had Chad, and then when you morph the two together, and then you get the white tips that Chad has got. I don't know. Does it work with the hat as well? Are we going? Do you think if I put the hat on,
I had a feeling that's what it was.
Do you think I've gone too far? Is it just too much?
I don't even know what to think.
I mean, I don't want to ruin the show.
Well, thank you for that, because we've worked hard to get it to where it is.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, my first
Please
thought
don't
was
say that.
that goober just combined my hair and Daniel's hair. I knew that's what it was.
Is it,
That's
yeah,
brilliant.
this is it. This is the end, isn't it?
Daniel, this is why you and I should never have a child together.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Yeah.
That's going to be one
Because-
ugly kid.
Because he'll be as smart as me and as good looking as you. There you go.
Yep. He'd have one thing going for him. All righty. So let's go through these because it's 1 a.m. almost there for you, I think. And also, there's other people who, for some reason, are watching this still. So
The numbers are going up, actually. So
Yeah,
either
it says-
that or we've been reported.
it says there's 6, but I think all 3 of us are logged in. So that's 3 of them.
Don't
anyway.
worry, we'll get more.
Let's take a look at some photos we found. Just I'll admit there wasn't a lot of craziness. There wasn't anything really to worry about, but there were some I thought maybe they had some stories, and so let's start here.
Oh my God, yeah. Right. Okay.
I was a little concerned to see a photo of a bunch of scantily clothed young kids on your Facebook profile.
Yeah. Arrested in jail. Yeah. This is. I'm going to say 1986. 1986 in Aberdeen.
And where are you in here?
That's me.
Yeah, we figured.
Behind Paul.
Behind Paul, yeah.
Yeah. What can I say? I've got my head sideways because I've got hair like this. Can you not see? Can you not see the resemblance?
Yeah, no, I see it. Let's see the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows. So
Yeah.
Laura says it looks like the new Kids on the Block.
Kids on the Block. Yeah, we were.
Boy
Sorry
band.
about
Yeah.
So this is the 70th or 80th anniversary of my scout group. We were. I just gave a speech. I was asked to give a speech about why scouting and how I ended up being in Scouts.
Interesting.
Riveting.
Now, is that version of the Scouts related to the Boy Scouts of America? Is that similar?
Yeah, it's like everything. You know, we invented it a long time ago, and then you nicked it. It's the same.
So Lord Baden Powell.
I'm not sure if you can say you improved it or not. We have girls back in it, so I'd say we probably improved it back again. So
Gotcha. So was it the same thing? I mean, like Eagle Scouts and all that, or what do you guys have? What are the ranks?
Yeah. So I was the guys sitting on the table with me were also in Scouts with me at the same time. But now I then became the district commissioner for the area. So as you can see with my attire, I'm well respected and sensible. And I was asked to go back there to talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, I was torn. I was like, it either looks like he's about to deliver a speech at a scouting event or rehab. It was one of those two.
Yeah, rehab. No.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
it looks like
yeah.
it looks like you managed to you just left the ER and you know then you're still medicated with the.
It does.
hospital
Although
gown.
the fact that I'm in person with other people at the moment, I'll go back to looking like that any day if I'm allowed in the same room as any other. So, but yeah,
You're not allowed in the same room with people. Oh, that's you guys still on lockdown?
No, we're not. We're in lockdown. I can't see. You know, we're all going mad, as you can see.
Yeah, that's.
Do you think the glasses would work with this? Do you think that'll answer it?
This reminds me a little bit of the description you just gave of that button pull thing lift.
Yeah, no, that's go ape. That's go ape. So,
Let's go ape. What is
that? High ropes. You strap something around you, and then you go and hang in trees.
The zip line. It's called the zip line.
Sounds like some kind of extreme pole dancing.
It is. It's like extreme pole. That's a good description. You're 40 foot off the ground, and you're hugging a bit of wood and a tree.
Okay.
Daniel, come on, Daniel, keep up.
Come on, Dan, keep up.
Okay, so here's my
who-
question about this. Obviously I can tell what it is, but did you draw this?
This. No.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So this
pretty
is. I was the Coffee Expo. I go to the Coffee Expo every year. Basically, you go on the last day when they're closing the exhibition down, and they give away tons and tons of free coffee, and you don't have to sleep for 4 weeks afterwards because you've got all these free samples you have to drink on the time. But,
And so there was just a caricature artist there?
There's a caricature. Yeah. At the big Coffee Expo, the biggest show, the biggest stand in the whole of the Coffee Expo is obviously Starbucks. Why wouldn't it be? So I got Starbucks one.
So you sound like my Russian friends who celebrate Christmas on January 5th, and they and they actually put up a Christmas tree for New Year's. So they all tell me we just wait till December 25th, 26th, and all of a sudden a tree just shows up magically by our front lawn. And we pick it up and we put it up. And that's, you're like one of those. You just wait till the last day of the show and you collect coffee.
Yeah. It's a great time to go. It's a great time to go the last day of the show.
We should.
I don't know what's going on here, but you looked incredibly like you got your ticket up. Like this is a big deal here.
I can't.
The commitments or something like that.
The commitments? You got to see the commitments?
Doyle's The Commitments?
Yeah. Yeah, that was when I went to the commitments.
Oh,
so
super cool.
The stage show, the commitments. So, yeah, I went with my daughter, who at the time it was about 12, if I remember rightly. And they used both the F and the C word in that on the live stage show, which really wasn't the most planned activity with your 12-year-old daughter, but there you go.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, Daniel's all like, wow, that's so cool, and I feel horrible because I have no idea what this is.
You don't know what the commitments is?
No.
Yep, he's too young.
You've never seen the commitments?
Nope. I've made plenty of them.
It's great. It's a great film. It's a great film. And it's about people growing up in Ireland that thought they were blues artists. You've got to see it. Very good.
I will have to check it out. Because
Great.
anything Daniel gets excited about obviously is weird enough. I need to see what it is.
Yeah, okay. That's the Houses of Parliament.
You look like really fancied up.
Yeah. That was at the Houses of Parliament. So you do go fancy up to the Houses of Parliament.
What were you doing there?
What was the event?
That one. I'm sorry, I've been a couple of times. That was a guest. I was a guest at an event for. It was a charity event. That one was. But I was a guest there at the house.
Wow. If only they could see you now.
Yeah. Well, I've never met anybody famous as probably looking like this. I think.
No, I was like, wow, that looks. I could tell.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
So it's like a pretty cool deal.
It is. Right. Do you have Movember?
Who?
You gonna blame it on that?
Yeah, I'm going to blame it on. Do you have Movember in America?
November.
That's like the no shave thing.
That's you'd grow a moustache for the month of November for testicular cancer, and I think that was my first attempt.
Wait, am I supposed to laugh? Or am I supposed to oh, that's a serious thing? Like,
it's absolutely serious. It's men's health care in the UK. So they started it in November. So you grow a moustache.
Yeah, they do that. They have that here.
it's funny, at the time, nobody had facial hair, and so they grew, that was it, And, well, you've seen the other picture, my scouting one, where I went for the full porn star version.
But you picked a Groucho Marx mustache. It's a very unique mustache. It's very thick and.
The idea is to look stupid, but obviously, I wouldn't actually do anything that makes me look stupid.
No, we wouldn't have had you on the show if we thought that.
No, it's only sensible only.
Yeah, that's one thing about the Subpellucid. When we started it, I told Daniel, I said, we need to make sure we have high standards.
Yeah.
He voted that down, obviously.
I was going to say, you set the high standards, you just never kept them.
Yeah, they're written down.
And I said, let's only bring people on the show who begged us to be on it.
Yeah, that'll go down. I agree with that. Yeah, that's it.
That's just so they could then realize the big mistake they made. Hey,
that's the full porn star version.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a former scout leader myself.
Yeah.
This look and a scout uniform, just like all kinds of red flags for me.
That is if I walked around in the 80s like that, then I probably would have been completely. I could have joined YMCA for joined the
village people.
Like that.
Yeah, well, it's this makes me think of that. Favorite. Don't bring a beer. Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, awesome! That's a great look. Okay, I just thought it was a cool photo.
Snowboarding. I tell you, once you do it, you'll wonder why you never did it before.
I'm a little worried at this point. My knees are probably a little too old now, but.
No. It's actually good for your knees. Skiing's worse for your knees than snowboarding. Gotcha. You don't do your knees in skiing, in snowboarding.
It just freaks me out to have my legs tied down to a plank the whole time.
How often does that happen?
go, but you cannot pick up your feet. That's weird. And then
you don't want to be. You don't want to be tied to a plank with your arms and your legs. Religion start that way.
Yes, good point. Although you would be remembered for a very long time. Hopefully.
Laura says I can buy new knees, no excuses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Laura looks like she's a snowboarder. So.
Yeah, she's cool.
Finally,
you have to be cool looking. You have to look great in cargo pants. And you have to be willing to sit for long periods of time in the snow.
Yeah, it's part snowboarding. The key element of snowboarding is to be able to learn to sit on your backside and get in the way of all the skiers. If you don't get in the way of all the skiers and annoy them, then you're not snowboarding.
Exactly.
It's on purpose. We do it on purpose. Because they then have to trump around in their moon boots and they have to go back to the room to change. We just go straight to the bar. So we don't care.
Nice.
We got comfy boots. Right. That is when my son's on the left hand. Well, I don't know which is left or right because I can't tell you. Being held by one of my sisters. That's me, my 4 sisters, my stepbrother, and my wife. I think if I can get that picture right.
Looking sharp. Looking sharp.
Yeah.
That's it. When my son was yeah, I don't know why this picture is still in existence. It's like, Jews eating food. It's like there's thousands of them. Why didn't I get rid of it?
I thought maybe you I didn't know if maybe you chewed tobacco. I didn't know what you were doing there.
Unfortunately, when there's a buffet, there's a division at a wedding. If you've got the food and the booze, the Jews go to the food and the Christians go to the booze. Yeah. So it's like a stampede. Which one you can get to first? So the atheists sit in the middle, going, "What the hell's happening?"
I thought maybe you had something stuck in your teeth.
It's the bit of shrimp.
Yeah. It actually is probably a spare rib, but anyway, that's another matter. I can't explain that. It's still creepy. It's the creepiest picture I've ever found. Anybody ever.
It was my favorite one. I was like,
I don't know how this goes.
somebody had to take this,
I'm
and
going
then somebody had to feel like they needed to post it and tag him.
Why? What have I done that Nancy now understands?
Oh, I think
Nancy, you have to understand, Nancy has conversations with herself while she's here, so kind of read between the lines.
Yeah, I know. All Nancy wants to be done is locked in an elevator with anybody.
Exactly.
Elevator, is that the right word?
Yes.
We call them lifts.
Lifts, y'all call them
Elevator.
lifts, yeah.
Lifts.
So.
Elevator. But I think she really
Daniel
liked-
calls
she
them
liked
the
your
big box with the doors. the magic box.
The dance box, so yeah, I'm one of those people that go into an elevator and if I'm alone in there, I like make faces at the camera and like poke fun at the guy that's sitting there watching those camera.
I'm anxious to go back and watch the video that I recorded of Daniel by himself, not realizing that he was in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like the music I was playing for you? Yeah, I thought you.
Yes, I heard it.
This is going shoot.
There you
There you go. Is this live? Yeah, it is live, Nancy. We are live.
She always asks that. It's like she doesn't believe.
life is
Be nice, okay? Old people in technology supposed to be polite, okay? Patience. Patience. Speaking of patience, let's move on.
The big question everybody's been asking is it snowing? Will it snow? Well, it is snowing.
They were lucky to have you.
It's like, look at that. Right.
Well, I feel like we're supposed to bring Nancy on to explain what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Some of us have to bring our own Nancy.
That's
It's the wrong way around,
hilarious.
isn't it? There you go. Is it there? There you go.
Is that a rugby ball?
It's 2 hours.
But is that a
It's
rugby
2
ball? Is that what it
hours.
is? What'd you bring?
Is it live?
Yeah, but it took hours
That's
to be
awesome. Well, we will let
That
the
is
two of you guys
amazing.
get in the elevator. You obviously know the drill. It's going to close, and Nancy is like in love, and it's all you.
So I am Leo. As I said before, I run a company, a digital sports agency, but I also do a lot of live streaming for people in the Jewish world and in others. I do a lot of things, really sensible, educational things about Holocaust and other stuff, and do it all professionally with a smile. To make people happy, and hopefully my football team, Watford, will be promoted this season. So those are the main things about me. This is a long elevator. It's even a lift. What do you think, Nancy? Do you agree? Yeah, she's agreeing. Yeah, look, but she nods. There you go. So she's agreeing. So yeah, that's all about me. So she's agitated. Apparently, she's agitated. How can you tell? I don't know. What do you think?
She's awake. Oh my
man.
gosh. I love it. I want to clarify. I actually do serious, professional, educational things. Disclaimer.
About Holocausts. I love how it was plural. Holocaust, and with a smile.
Yeah.
I'm actually interested in that. We'll get to that in a minute here, but let's bring everybody back in here. I'm actually watching a documentary right now about Hitler's inner circle and what worthless piece of junk they were. So what is it that you do with Holocaust stuff with education?
So do a lot of stuff being involved a lot with the Anne Frank Trust and teaching children about anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, and bringing the reality of what Black Lives Matter now means and those sort of things today. And making sure that well, you could say lessons are learned, lessons are never learned, but hopefully the lessons are, that's it. And we can all enjoy ourselves going forward as well.
Is that something you do through the streaming that you do? Like, there's a show?
Do a lot of streaming for the kids, yeah. No, I do the tech behind it. We do the tech behind it to help them. And, and that's the same reason why I did scouting. You know, there are a lot of the young people that you change what they do, and that's why you do it.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time when I was a scout leader as well. So
it makes a big difference. It makes a big difference, a huge difference to young people.
Oh, I agree. Wow. Well, we appreciate you coming on. We appreciate the fun and the creativity. We appreciate you also putting up with Daniel's incredibly insensitive proverbs and quotes, and bringing Nancy into the show. Daniel's like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah. There you go. She. That's it. I think Nancy. Now it's been said. She's in that elevator. So when you're next in that elevator, smiling at it, Daniel, it's Nancy in there.
I'm never getting in that elevator. I can tell you that. I'm like,
it's because Nancy has a restraining order.
But yeah,
Nancy. That elevator is Nancy's space. It's sacred to me. I leave it for her.
It's ridiculous that somebody who watches this show somehow every week has somehow made themselves a permanent part of the show and has claimed one of the scenes as like it's like their territory. It's hilarious.
Right. It was facing. It's the look, isn't it? It's the look. That's it.
That's pretty much that's
professional. Did you like this blue gaffer tape and some electrical tape to hold it together? Just in case,
is it live, Leo?
What?
I don't know. If I squeeze the ball,
is it live?
He's asking me because Nancy commented earlier, "Are we live?" I think. I'm guessing that's where he's going.
Apparently, that's it. There you go. She says she's honoured and in the elevator. There you go.
Invitation only, she says. The elevator is by invitation only. Wow. Yeah. Well, okay then.
I think we've had more mentions of Nancy this week than we have of Tim.
Tim didn't show up, so I kind of take it personal. I feel like there's
who needs cartoon?
Tim has like this anti-British European kind of thing going on. I don't, it's what happens when you live in the woods with bears. Just kind of messes with you. So anyway, all righty. Well, let's thank the wonderful sponsors who make this show possible, and also thank Leo for taking time in the middle of the night to be here and to see one of his lifelong dreams finally come true.
It's on the list of the buckets.
That's probably the best way to put it.
I hope you enjoy yourselves, and this is Leo out. Bye.
How delightful. Sign up for this. It's just a good thing that nobody's hearing anymore. Eventually, take on this. Hex code Celine. But it's American because it's colour. You're missing the U on there.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't need to make Great Britain great again. We weren't for a long time.
Called Voynix or us. Oh my God, that's so true. Yeah, I've been thinking of bringing my middle initial back in again.
Oh,
it's a good initial.
What is it?
Yeah. What will it become?
J.
What is it?
As far as J, yeah, J is a good initial. As far as its initials go, not Y, J. It's
how come J is a good initial?
It's a great initial. Like, you can think of Michael J. Fox. It's like X is a terrible. Q would be the worst. Like, nobody wants Q as an initial. A is kind of lame. you know.
So you're thinking
You
about
can
actually going
you
by
can start a lot
Daniel
of
J.
things with
Glickman?
A.
Yeah, I'll DJ G, or just
Yeah.
bring the initial back. You know what's really cool is people who use they put the initial in first. So like with an example.
Leo's off.
Like Daniel, when everything starts with, what's really cool, that's it. So I need the mic back.
When I got married, Lainey and we took each other's last names. That's why my last name's hyphenated. But growing up, my initials were CCP. I was one C short of the Soviet Union.
Right.
Oh, Leo's been he's been to St. Petersburg a couple of years ago.
I've been to St. Petersburg. I've been to
Yeah.
Russia.
You were there the same time I was there, and we didn't know.
Was I?
Yes, we were there.
Okay.
I used to hang out there a lot when I worked at Wave. I miss it. It was so much fun. Such an awesome place. Amazing people, great food.
It's great. It's a nice place.
Awesome music. What were you doing in St. Petersburg?
I was on the cruise. I was one of those 11 billion people that were on there. Those boaties that come in, eat lots, visit St. Petersburg, visit the Winter Garden Palace, whatever it is called, and various other places. Touristing.
Well, before Daniel has a chance to say anything else dumb, let me make sure I end this stream.
And the broadcast. And then we're done.
Look, once Daniel thinks we're off camera, you think he's bad on camera?